Hey everyone, it's been a long time since I've hopped on here for a live video, but to tell you the truth, I've been on vacation. We got to go somewhere for Christmas to the sun and the sand, and it was wonderful. So here I am back in St. Louis where it is quite cold, and I know it's that way many places across the US. So my thoughts go out to you, especially if you're on the East Coast suffering from the really awful cold and snow. So let me get on to what my video is about today. So if you've been following me on my page, you will know that many, in fact I'd say all of my posts focus or center around a few themes, and I'm so passionate about them. And they are themes about your purpose, about you being worthy, about you bringing value to your world, to your family, to your community. It's about you leaving your comfort zone, and especially about you taking a chance on yourself. And what I mean by that is not minimizing who you are and who you were meant to be, and really taking a chance on who that is. To be quite honest, you and I both know that there are so many voices in our head and voices around us that are going to try to talk us out of a ton of things for so many reasons. But that's a topic for another day. So what I want to talk to you on this video though is, have you ever felt, in keeping with those themes, I'm just going to do a video about, have you ever felt stuck or just going through the motions? This is a great time to evaluate that. It's January 2018, a brand new year. So ask yourself, have you been feeling stuck? Have you just been going through the motions? Do you find yourself saying things like, someday, when I graduate, when my kids get out of the house, when we pay down our house payment, when we pay off that car, or, you know, what if I could only do this? Oh, I can't do that. You know, there's just too much going on. Do you ever find yourself in just a place that you've been dreaming about all those things that you used to dream about, but you put them on the back burner? Now, let me say that there are seasons when we have to put things on hold. We just do. I've been in seasons like that. But there are also times in our life, let me know if you can relate to this at all, let me know, where we say those things like, you know what, it's just not the right timing, because that's a cop-out. That is just an excuse that we give ourselves to make ourselves feel better. When really, in reality, we're just afraid, or we've talked ourselves out of something. We've minimized our value. So I have been there, done that. I have to stop though and say really quick that when I talk about dreaming or these aspirations, please don't misunderstand. Dreaming doesn't have to be about making $1 million. It can be. It doesn't have to be about you being on TV or on the stage or being a famous singer or being an author. It can, but it doesn't have to be about that. It can just be about you being the best sister, spouse, mom, friend that you can be, instead of just sort of being disconnected from people. You decide what that looks like. What are those aspirations? What are those dreams? What are those things that you're telling yourself someday? Or when I do this, then I'll do this. Been there, done that. So here I am as your virtual cheerleader telling you that if you have burst of those, I was made for so much more, I am a rock star, I am good at things, and I need to get them out of me. If you've been that way, and I have too, for years I put a lid on different desires that were in me. I always knew that I loved to write. I always knew that I loved to to speak in front of people, but I was so deathly afraid. Who isn't? I think that's one of the biggest fears out there, is getting in front of people. But I always knew deep down inside there was more to it than met the eye. I always say to my people that I coach, there's more to you than meets the eye. There is more to you than meets the eye. So I'm talking to you today, January 2018, brand new year. Have you been putting a lid on something deep down inside of you? Do you feel like you're a rock star in the inside, but you just don't know how to get it out? Well, I'm telling you to let your light shine. It doesn't have to be major steps. Just a second. It can be very minimal baby steps to your big dream, but start tapping into them now. Don't ignore them any longer. You have a responsibility to bring value to your world. How can you change the world around you? And I believe it's through your gifts and talents. So I want to leave you with this last quote, and you just let this resonate in you, because it's been resonating in me, and I want it to possibly compel you to start writing down those little dreams that are inside of you, those little itches that you just can't scratch. Mull them over and ask yourself, why? Why do I want to do this? What does this tell me about myself? So think about it. Don't be quick, but really start today pursuing what those dreams are. And it could just be writing it down, putting it on your refrigerator, putting it on your mirror, putting it on a Post-it note, putting it in your vehicle. They're inside of you for a reason, and there's more to you than meets the eye. So let me leave you with this quote, and I want you to mull it over. It's from Anais Nin, the poet, and it says this: "And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." Are you there? Are you like, I can't do this anymore? I've got all these things inside of me, and it's not for me to just go through the motions of every day. Something needs to come out. It's more of a risk to keep it in a little bud than let it to blossom. So I'm going to leave you with that. If you got any value from this, please share it. I'm all about paying it forward. I have people that speak into my life on an ongoing basis, and then I get to, in turn, coach people to take a chance on themselves. So if you got any value out of this, share it with your friends, family, whatever. And you can also check out my website, linschrader.com, where I have lots more videos and blogs about subjects like this. So that's it. Have a great day. Happy Thursday, and happy 2018, New Year 2018. Bye.